I am the program assistant for Capstones at launch, and I'm going to talk to you today about Capstones. Before we start, have any of you ever heard of the Capstone project before? I see some nods. Okay, so a capstone, I'm going to break it down for you. A capstone is a culminating experience, which allows you as a student to take your academic experience and what you're learning in life and maybe a question you have, tie all those things together to create a practical project. That still may sound a bit foreign, so I'll break it down a little bit further. So there are 5 different capstone opportunities at Texas A&M. Each one is 2 semesters. It's an independent project. It's an opportunity for you to leave your mark on this campus. So I'm going to break down each capstone for you. I promise not to bore you, but I really like for all of y'all to participate in the capstone project. So we have, like I said, 5 different capstone opportunities. We have our undergraduate research scholars capstone, which I call the big mama of all the other capstones. It's the first capstone. So with the undergraduate research scholars capstone, students have an opportunity to get this graduate school experience. You're writing a thesis. Obviously, you're doing research. It's a wonderful experience. We have some great individuals in our department, undergraduate research, who head that up. We have our undergraduate leadership scholar capstone, which is we're paired with the Maroon and White Leadership Society, and with them you will learn different styles of leadership theory. You'll learn more about yourself as a leader. You don't have to be a leader in a specific organization, but you're focusing on how you can better that organization through your leadership. We have our undergraduate service scholar capstone, which you will team up with a community agent and solve a problem in your community. Maybe there's a question about, a food desert, or maybe you want to build a playground where there are no playgrounds. Maybe you want to tear down a playground that's not safe. Maybe you want to study. Maybe you want to. Perhaps there's a town that has pretty poor water, and you want to figure out how to make the water quality better for that town. So through the undergraduate service scholar capstone, you're basically taking questions that you have, or problems that you see in this country, this world, and try to help solve them the best way you can. Through the undergraduate teacher scholar capstone, it's pretty unique. There are 2 different opportunities for you. Basically, you will support a pre-existing course already at Texas A&M, or you could teach your own 1 credit hour seminar on whatever you want. So if you can imagine for 1 hour a week, teaching a class on whatever you want, anything that interests you, that's pretty cool. And last but not least, we have an undergraduate performance scholar capstone, which I just created, which allows the students to look introspectively at how art has affected their life here at Texas A&M. And so through poetry, through dance, theater. I have a student right now who is writing a novel, and at the end of the semester she'll do a reading, so I'll break it down even further. So each capstone is an independent project. You'll be working alongside a faculty advisor, with the exception of the performance scholar capstone. It's not necessarily a faculty advisor. It can be a professional in that field of art. It can be an art teacher, music teacher. Each capstone is 2 semesters. In order to be accepted, you have to submit a proposal and a timeline, and you have to have identified a faculty advisor or a professional in that field. You have the first semester, you'll basically be doing reflections. So reflecting upon your capstone just gives you an opportunity to figure out, what am I doing right, what am I doing wrong, what could I be doing better? And in the second semester, you actually put your capstone into practice. So whether that's building a playground, or that's a concerto, or whether it's presenting your leadership style at the Maroon and White induction ceremony, and you'll do reflections there too. But this is an opportunity for you as a student to leave your mark on Texas A&M University. That's what we're here for anyway. We're about cultivating leaders. So like I said, I know it's a lot of information. I know it's probably a lot to think about. Students typically do these capstones in their junior and senior year, and it's really important. So a capstone is like the magnum opus. It's like the grand finale. It's like, I've been here 4 years, maybe 5. I've been here 4 years, And this is what I want to leave Texas A&M with. This is my contribution, not only to Texas A&M, but to my community. And so it's a really great opportunity for you to not only reflect on how you've grown as a leader and as a student at Texas A&M, but reflect on the things that are important to you and the questions that you have about, you know, maybe things plaguing the society, you know, maybe about how art has really impacted your life, you know, maybe about how research has advances have been made through research. So it's an opportunity for you to do something great, not only for the school, but for your community. Oh, and you can also find more about Capstones at tx.ag/capstones.